What is going on, everyone? This is Sheets, and we're going to be kind of all over the place tonight with our Wednesday evening sweat and just kind of miscellaneous nonsense. But before we get into today's lobbies, I mean, big announcement. Well, I mean, not big announcement. Most people should know about this, but just to remind everybody that the Breeders' Cup starts technically Friday. I don't know why it's saying 21 hours from now, but Breeders' Cup is going to be Friday and Saturday. And if you are like a premium subscriber on any of the crap I do throughout my various sites, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop a private video, an unlisted video with all my analysis for the Breeders' Cup. It's literally the one. Well, there's a couple of days, but there are very few days during the course of the year where I can safely kind of tell everybody what to play because no one's going to affect my price enough. There's just so much money in the pools. Usually, whenever I do horses, it's when it's pools nowadays all across the country are so small that I just can't afford to do that. But for the Breeders' Cup and Kentucky Derby, I certainly can. So for those that have tailed this over the last several years, I mean, I don't have to remind everybody of how well we've been doing in these things. So watch for that. I'll do my analysis at some point tomorrow, and I'll drop it either Friday morning or maybe even late tomorrow night. I'm not sure. So that's the first thing. Entries are out, post positions are out. Just have to do my analysis and put everything together. First of all, you're watching the Trey Savage show. I mean, he is just owning the freaking Dodgers. Just incredible, honestly. You have Blake Snell, who just wasn't him. Hey, thanks, Oki. So the Dodgers here are just getting abused, and this is going to be over, I imagine, pretty soon. Well, although I mean, listen, Dodgers are always very live to do some. Oh my! Look at this pitch count. Are you kidding me? Oh, he's at 101 finally. So the Dodgers, fortunately, are going to hopefully for them probably. This is a big pitch here. Now 3-2. So I wonder if they're going to let him go one more if he lets this guy on base. Yo, what up, Scott? See what I said? Yo, what up? Like one of those guys. Say, yo, what up? Let's just watch Trey Savage come in here with that splitter. Oh, it's so good. Edmund, man, he's been feisty. He's always feisty. Let's see what Edmund can do with this at bat. And what's cool is I don't have to share my, I'm not violating copyright laws, right? I'm just actually just play-by-playing it for my TV set. Not showing everything. I don't even know if I'm ahead of you, behind you, or whatever it is. And we'll see how that affects the DFS lineups with each kind of thing. 3-2, ground ball to third, over to second, on over to first, double play. And Yasavage will walk out to an incredible greeting from his dugout, I imagine. Let's see. Is that going to be it? Let's just see. Might not even be it. I mean, he's only had 103 pitches. This is certainly going to be the last time he pitches in the World Series. I mean, you may as well throw him out there for the eighth, right? Okay. So I guess we'll get a little serious here. So Scott is asking a question right out of the bat. It says, when it comes to NBA late swap, do you feel like the diversifier does too good a job of getting off the good plays? It may be just me, but I feel like it tends to dilute the plays in the NBA. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. There's a lot to unpack there. So I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. One of my real flaws, whatever it is. I mean, you can't be a perfect DFS player. But one of my leaks, or one of the things I just don't have time to do, and you should, is back testing and testing process and testing results and going and looking back at sim ROI and doing some analysis of what occurred from a process perspective in the past. Not to say you shouldn't do it, because you certainly should. And if you listen to some of the real, obviously the best players in the world, they will tell you that they somehow test their process all the time. So I feel that that's kind of a leak for me. I mean, it's a known leak. I just don't have too many hours in the day to do it. And, concurrent with that is when I run these things, I don't do a great job of doing what Scott is saying, is to like actually analyzing the lineups that I get. I just sort of, I do a lot of work on the projections. Oh, sure, Brandon. Oh, are you in there? Yeah, get in there. You don't have to ask. Just grab it, get in there and join, whatever. And so I haven't done anything with respect to analyzing, Scott, to say what is a diversified portfolio supposed to look like. You know what I mean? Like, you feel like it tends to dilute the plays. You could probably write some code or have ChatGPT write some code to test this stuff for you, honestly. If you wanted to. I've never, but I don't know how to answer that. Better to be honest, right? There you are. Add to stream. Yeah, so I'll throw that out there to you as well, Brandon. I mean, it's a tough question. I mean, for me, because I don't want to say lazy, but I just have never actually done the work to answer the question he's asking. Where he's asking if you do, to analyze the results of what the diversifier is giving you. It seems instinctively like, well, he's saying that it does too good. You're getting off the good plays, and it tends to dilute them. Oh, meaning not playing like 80% of a guy that's like a great play, and just and over diversifying. I mean, it's very possible that it is. I mean, as I mentioned, before, nobody really knows the code. The black, and they're very black boxy about it all. That you don't know exactly what they're doing. And I've already said, I've come straight out, and I've told Andy this too, from Saberson. I imagine that it's terrible. I do. I can't imagine it being good, just because it's being the first attempt at it. Like anything, I can't imagine it being good, and so it can only get better. I just know a lot about portfolio management for my real job, and it's not easy to code this and to bring in all the aspects of portfolio management into something like DFS. So I've actually brought that up with Andy, and when I told him this, he says, "Yeah, I know what you're saying, but I without getting too into it," he said, "I don't see much room for improvement. I think it's actually really good." So that's an interesting point. Scott's saying it feels like a great for correlative sports like MLB, NFL, NHL, but in a highly projectable sport like the NBA, it's not as good. Whatever. Now, Brandon, I guess I'll give you a shot since you're joining here. I mean, you have any comments to what he's saying or no?
So I guess my initial thoughts are, I think if you're going to back test, I don't know if NBA is the best sport to do that in, only because typically if you're back testing something, you're trying to back test whatever projections are out. I'm speaking from a point of view of late swapping and stuff. So since we get so much late news in WNBA, maybe the portfolio diversity tool is doing a great job when the first games lock. And then as we get new information that changes and stuff, maybe that's a possible reason why things feel possibly diluted or sometimes giving you too much of somebody that like over the field or over leveraging certain positions or whatever. Um, if I was actually going to back test that or focus on stuff like that, I would probably focus more on like early and late slates for like NFL on Sundays, just so you have a little bit more of a data set to look at. But
Yeah.
maybe my opinion is kind of biased, just because I've specifically used that tool very heavily this last 2.5 months or whatever. And so far, any issues for me have been washed away with the success.
Right.
But I mean NBA is tough. I mean today I have like 40% Anthony Anthony Davis and stuff. Was that the tool giving me that? Was that the news at that time? As a leverage play, versus Jokic and stuff. I don't I don't know enough, and especially not enough for NBA to really have an opinion. But I think for other sports, probably golf, NFL, like I said, the single slates where you don't have late swap available might be a better situation to look at that from a backtest perspective. Um, Same thing. I mean, I think the tool. I mean, I've never spoken to Andy, but I would envision that him saying that this is probably the best it's going to be is probably what he actually thinks and what they think. Just because things have advanced so far over the last 2, 3, 4 years of where DFS is. At least that's kind of my thought.
Well, okay. So let's okay. I got the Dodger game up here, so I guess just because I have this up, I'm going to stick with this. Do I have a shot? So there's 116 points. That's the sound of someone who needed Jimenez to do something better than flying the ball out to the left field. So there's 116 points up at the top. Obviously, you need Yesavage and the captain to be doing anything. And let's see what's what. So he's got 116. He's also got Schneider coming up, which is not good for me because I have Schneider also. But then I also do have Guerrero, and he has him too. So it looks as though the problem with this is Snell, right? So this lineup is officially dead to win anything. The key obviously was having no Snell. That was the deal, and you can get to all these guys. Let's see any of these other dudes. So again, like this is all pretty volatile. Anybody that's a home run, I have to scroll down to see who's where. Find it difficult to believe that anything other than Yesavage captain is getting there. Before, and there's no way that a Snell lineup can get there because all these other guys are probably duped. And so you have to have probably 5 hitters in there. So we can just look at actually the PMR because the PMR is going to have guys. The high PMRs in a showdown slate are the ones that don't have any Snell, right? Okay, so that Trashman, or the Trash Man, he has, all these guys coming up. If he gets to Barshow, he'll get to Barshow. He'll get to all these guys. So he's got some swipes here. Cruz, he said, Depot, if we're running up to lock with our build NBA because of the sport being on build, you have time to analyze the portfolio. Okay. You want to take a shot at that?
Yeah. So, actually, first off, I just for the sweat perspective, I think I'm the favorite to win the excellent eights.
Let's get that in the NBA.
But today, yeah, sorry, I don't mean to get off the subject. I will answer that, Pope, but I think I am.
Pull that up. Let's get that up right now.
What's the $8 one?
Yeah, the eights is where is that bad boy? I'll find it. What's the total prizes?
30,000.
30,000 exactly. There it is. Excellent 8. So we'll get that one up and we'll take a look see. Oh, I certainly hope that we're a favorite here. Okay, so we'll take a look at this is so
Yeah.
this is 5K for first. So we're 5 points behind. That's the bad news. But the good news is that we've got all the PMR and you've got Jokic. So
Yeah, okay. So I think I have this one. So at least I could show up to another sweat show with.
I believe that you listen. I've said this. Well, the bad news is you're not going to get any more out of Jokic.
Mhm.
He's not coming back. It doesn't look like it, at least. But you are going to get more George. You are going to get more Walker. But you know what? I always like to just get those 5. Get those points to get ahead of this guy. You know what I mean? Like because you're taking 12 points off the PMR for Jokic.
Mhm.
Okay, so you only have
35.
you only have like 8 more than him.
Mhm.
And what do you got? So you've got George. Is Huff coming back? That's a legitimate question. I'm not following the flow of that game.
I don't believe he has Walker either, or he could be maybe.
Well, hold on. Why don't you look at your lineup right now? So I'm just trying to get like a realistic PMR for real. So like Huff may not come back, right?
Yeah, Walker cancels out because we both have Walker.
Okay, and he's got Nurkic. Okay,
Mhm.
so basically he's got Nurkic, and you have George and Huff. Is that the story?
Yes, that seems to be what it is.
Okay, so and you've got George. So we have to presume that. Well, let's just say that.
And JP behind me also has more. It's going to be close, but like I said, I
Yeah.
think I
So
at least
this
have
is
a
the
shot at it.
problem. Okay. So all right. So if Huff does not come back in the game, then it's George versus Nurkic.
Mhm.
And the good news is it's possible that Nurkic doesn't close, right?
Mhm.
So I mean, you've got to be a good favorite here. So let's see.
Because he has Jokic as well and Walker.
Yeah. No. Well, all it is between these two is his Nurkic versus your George.
Mhm.
And
Well, I'm also talking about the lineup directly behind me as well.
well, look at that one. Well, he's got
But
Braun. Braun might stay in the game though. No,
yeah, he might close. It'll be close.
no, he started. There's no way.
Anywho, I wanted to bring that up before I get back to
No. This is the most important thing.
to Pope. Let me reread this here.
Dennis might come. Oh, I don't know who's going to come back in this game.
So for me personally, and if you're in the Discord, this is like one of the one times I was kind of asking, Bobby just his opinion on where he was coming in on what's his name, Westbrook, because normally, with the amount of lines I'm playing, I'm kind of hesitant to have a really high percentage of one person. I think throughout the entire day before that Sacramento game locked, it was wanting to jam in Westbrook a ton, like 83% or whatever in my portfolio. And I was just manually like lowering that each time the game's locked to like 60 to 65. Now, yet again, I mean, this could be, we also have to add on the variance of just what these players are going to do on a night by night basis. But I kept lowering Westbrook because, the gut feel is like, oh, do I really want that much Westbrook? And just every time I kept rerunning stuff, it was like, just play Westbrook and stuff. So, and that was the only thing I was really adjusting. And since I just saw that popping up like every time I would run stuff, I just trust what the data and what it is giving me. That's my process. These are the tools that I use. I don't really uh, I don't really do anything other than run the stuff and just making sure I'm updating with the most recent stuff. And I do rely more on late swap, especially since Westbrook was in like a later game. I was kind of more open to having potential changes on that. And obviously, Westbrook like just barely hit value or whatever, or like didn't go off. But I don't. I mean, that's kind of my opinion there, Pope. I don't really. I think NBA is just a really hard sport to like look at retrospectively and determine if a tool or a certain approach is good just because everything changes so much, especially with all the value on a slate.
Right. I'll tell you, man, this Austin Reeves just puts fantasy points up, man. With Luke is out and all these dudes. He does a good job with that. All right, so let's see. If anybody came in this game here for the Pacers, let me see. I guess these guys are still, it's just Walker's still in, right? Yeah, Walker, George. Oh, George is in the game. Yeah, I just like to see you just go past this guy. Just Nurkic is still in the game, but Nurkic isn't closing. There's another Nurkic rebound. Annoying. So, but I agree. I think we're more worried about the dudes behind now. Well, what about Hicks? Hicks usually has some good lineups. Yeah, so he's got like a 2% on Cooper Flag that we don't have. So we got to worry about him a little bit. There's a pass. And who's that? Shepard? Shepard stinks.
Let's see if I got anything else going on.
Let me just see what this is. Flag. Let's see. Flag backing down on somebody much shorter than him. Wow, strong move. Jesus. Very strong move by Flag. Yeah, he's gonna be around for a long time. Let's see, 2 outs here. Alex Call. Yeah, so it looks like, as I mentioned to Bobby earlier, it looks like they're gonna have to do it the hard way. The Dodgers.
Are they gonna lose again?
Oh yeah, they're getting crushed. So they're gonna have to go into Toronto and win 2 in a row. That's the way it's gonna be.
That game the other night was crazy. I was on a road trip with my mom, and I mean the entirety of that game we were on the road. We were shocked. Like we got home and we were still able to watch like the last 2 innings and stuff. It was insane.
Did she go with you to Judas Priest?
Yeah, she did.
Nice. That's awesome.
I'll be right back. Give me like 1 moment.
Yeah, that's great. How about the Cooper? Yeah, the Cooper Flag's going to be around for a while, it seems. Oh, there's a strike 2 on Alex Call. Yeah, let me pull up FanDuel here. Well, let's just take a look. Let's take a look at some of these contests. I mean, this is a train wreck. The alley-oop. I'll pull it up, but it's kind of an embarrassment. I mean, I might be good for last in this thing. Yeah, I mean, I'm really, I'm not going to get last, but it's looking very grim. I had Westbrook, I had Cam Thomas, and you know what? It's like Bobby reached out to me after I put my projections. Hey, you're not showing any Cam Thomas. I'm like, yeah, because I have it as Cameron. So I actually manually had to change it. I ended up getting all this Cam Thomas, and he X'd for me. So that's annoying. So this is like my big buy-in, which is a complete disaster. I'm kind of happy I stuck with the Huff. I mean, he went off at 3%. He was good enough at 20 fantasy points. Jokic, as I suspected, is not getting the fourth quarter. Yeah, so this one is very live for last place. I mean, not actually last place, but this one is not great.
But there.
Yeah, but let's see who is actually doing well. Let's go straight to this dude. Yeah, this guy's got Jokic too. Oh, the Minot got there. Yeah, I was afraid of that. Yeah, he 10x'd at 10%. Rest of the guys were normal plays. And he is in business to go past these dudes. Let's see. Cloth So Heaven, and another one with getting to the Nurkic here, huh? And another the Jarris walk 72%, huh? In this contest, ouch. Siakam sort of underwhelming here.
Him and Shepard were both underwhelming.
It looks that way. And let's see anybody else who's got your shady. Let's see how he did. See what he played. He somehow ended up with 1% Porzingis. And all this stuff, dude, all this marketing does is put up fantasy points. He's having another good game. Bucelis, very, very nice game. D'Angelo Russell, just pedestrian. And Westbrook was basically just, he was just in there. You know what I mean? Like he didn't bust, didn't smash. If you didn't have him, no big deal. If you had him, no big deal. He was just way too owned to make a difference one way or the other, it seems. There goes.
Do you have any Anthony Davis at all?
I don't think so. I mean, nothing particularly relevant. Why? How's he doing?
He's injured.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he went out at like 8.
Well, there it is, huh?
Yeah.
There it is. But I was worried about that. I mean, he had a very, I don't know what he went out with, but he was struggling with Achilles stuff. I don't know why he actually left the game, but all week he was like kind of struggling with Achilles stuff.
Yeah, I tuned in and he took an awkward landing. He didn't like fall down or anything, but he was grabbing his left ankle after that, and then he walked off and stuff.
As a matter of fact, hold on. If I can somehow, was it the 9th? Yeah, I'm never going to get there. If I can get back around to Kiner Falefa somehow, no, it's not going to work, because if I get to Kiner Falefa, that means that these other 3, 4, 5, 6 guys will have gotten there, which I don't have. So that's not going to work. But let's see if I can get ahead of one guy even. That's Gregor. He's got Guerrero in the captain. Oh, so I'm going to pass him, I think, with my Yusavage win when he comes in, right? Sure. Because I'll get an extra 2 points. Because you have 4 for the win, right?
Mm.
And so I'm going to pass. All these guys don't have Savage in the captain. So that's good news.
Mm.
And what about this guy, 116.03? He's got him in the captain. So these 3 dudes are basically, I don't want to say locked in, but what we need is nothing out of Guerrero. We need actually nothing from these Toronto guys right now, because we can't have Guerrero. Well, we're gonna get past all these Guerrero captains with the win from Yusavage, as long as Guerrero doesn't do anything here. So let's see, 1-0. Okay, 1-1. And if we get past these guys, I mean, that's good. We'll be in like second. We'll be chopping second, whatever. But still, so we'll see. Let's see what happens. And I don't think Savage is still in the game, right? No, yeah, they took him out. All right, let's see what's going on. Let's take a look at the explanates here.
I've fallen down to 3rd, and I'm
looking at that. I got this up here. Yeah. So unfortunately, Huff is dead. Oh no, he's back in the game. It looks no. They gave him a rebound. Yeah, he's dead. So all you have is 4 minutes out of. Well, you have Keontae, right. So you have Keontae George.
And I think George is out because he just he's out of
the game. No, he's out of the game now. But I'm saying that you're going to get another 6 minutes out of him, unless they get blown out somehow here.
Yeah, I'm worried about that.
No, there's no way. We're not going to allow any of this. Okay, so
third. I thought it was the 4th for George. I thought they were the 4th.
So Guerrero, So Guerrero is out. So that's good. We gotta. This is. I mean, when you're playing showdown baseball, you gotta really be perfect here, right?
Mm-hmm.
So all these guys actually have to get out, and that also includes nobody having Trinan here in their lineup. Also, let's see, what is this? This guy's got. Before I click on this, okay. So here's the lobby, and you see all these guys are tied. Whatever. This guy Buffoon is in the middle of everybody with a unique lineup. I wonder what this looks like before I click it. It's gotta be one of these relievers, right? I mean, how do you have a unique lineup among all of these chops unless you have a reliever? But then again, he's only got 3 PMRs. Let's see what he's got. No, it's just a unique lineup that somehow nobody has. Maybe he's leaving money on the table here. No, he's got Savage and Snell.
He's got Snell in there.
This is kind of. Well, then again, he's got none of the studs at all. He's got no Ohtani, Freeman, no Guerrero, no anybody really. But this is the guy you have. I mean, if you're not going to win, this is the guys that you have to root for. You know
Mhm.
what I mean? Just the unique
Yeah,
lineup
yeah.
has to win. And who's going to come up? So no, Clemens needs to come up for him to have a chance. Wait, Bichette is up right now, and then whoever hits fourth, I'm not even sure who that is. And then we get to Varsho, who I think people ahead of me have. Yeah. So Varsho's in guy in first. All right, there's a bouncing ball to second. I think that's Edmund, whoever throws it over to first. Now we're going to take a look. Well, not yet, but let's see. Top of the ninth. Who's coming up here? Is it Springer? Is it Springer? Maybe it's Springer. It looks like Springer. Yeah, it is Springer, but he is going back. He's not coming out. Doesn't look like. No, we have Kirk. Okay, so just to be safe, let's get Kirk out, and then we have to take a look and see who's coming up for the Dodgers. Oh, by the way, Bobby's tied with me for that lineup also. The only Dodger, unfortunately, yeah, we're dead because the only Dodger, unfortunately, we have is Snell. so,
Yeah.
so we're gonna need Toronto to just close them down, and then if Toronto does close them down, then there's a ground ball. He's out. So we're going to the bottom of the ninth, and if they get the Dodgers down 1-2-3, then we're gonna leap this tie for fourth and get into a tie for second because, as everybody sees, he has Guerrero in the captain instead of Yasavage, and Yasavage is going to get credit for the win. So if you have him in the captain, you get a 2-point bump
Mhm.
up ahead of him, and I am only 1 point behind him. So that's what's going to become of that. Okay, let's go back to the excellent eights here, and this has become like, unfortunately, like a sweat here. This is like really annoying.
Yeah, it's a really, really
I mean,
annoying.
I love Jarris Walker is doesn't exist, right?
Yeah,
Because
no, everybody has them in
you
one
need
given.
Nurkic, like, first of all, out of this freaking game, and he will be. I think. I don't think. I'm going to pull this up on my thing here as well for when this comes back. Yeah, so we're going to need Keontae George to outscore Nurkic by freaking by 15 points, huh? How'd
Yeah,
that happen?
I
How
think
did
they
we go?
just, I think they just pulled away because I mean, I'm concerned about George not coming back out because he started, and it seems to be like a game.
No, no. This. There's no way. It's 19. It's not 30. I think, and they're at home. I don't. I think he'll be back. But you need But you're going to need to get 15 points out of him. How did that all happen? What did he give a big quarter out of Nurkic somehow?
Yeah, I guess who?
I guess so. And there's another one for Nurkic. Are you kidding me?
Mhm.
Oh no, they took it. Yeah, no, still 15 points. Not to mention Papa Gates is about to smoke you here.
Yeah.
No, yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
he's got George.
Okay, so I locked him out.
But again, it's another Nurkic dude. So the Nurkic has got to get out of here. And we can't have any more Siakam shenanigans
Mhm.
with 2 minutes to go. And you know that he's going to get all the usage over here, right? So let me pull up the Maverick game, and we'll sweat that to the end, I guess, by play by play. And we're looking at the Dodgers as well. So again, we need a 1-2-3 out of the Blue Jays to get me over to second place. And we're looking for nothing out of Pascal Siakam to mess with. We need to keep Papa Gates at bay because he's got Keontae George same as we do. So we need Nurkic to not come back in the game, and we need Siakam to not go crazy here. So unfortunately, it's like exactly the score where Siakam might get the ball every
Mhm.
right because
Or he's gonna lead everything here.
103. It's going to be 103.96 in a second, and oh no. So DraftKings is ahead of me, and it looks as though they just gave Siakam a 3, which is like frighteningly annoying.
Which is not good. I mean, I just don't. I just don't know if he gets back in this game at Utah. I got a really bad feeling this Utah game's
But it
coming.
doesn't even matter. Like this guy already has George. Yeah, so we spoke too soon with the Cruz is really like in 100th place now. What the hell happened here?
You know, I will say at least I did at least before this I had a couple lineups in the top like 45 of the main.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Zone
I'm pretty somewhat happy with the stuff today.
What's
All
this
things
thing?
considered.
I'm in this night slate. I don't know if this is good or bad. I mean, but this is what my best night slate lineup looks like. There's a lot of flames. This could be,
Yeah.
but it's just like this is all duped anyway. But not that one. So yeah, we got this one is okay.
Yeah, one there.
Follow that there a little bit. Okay, so 103.90. All right, so this Pacer game's toast. All right, so let's see. So Will Smith is up against Hoffman, 2-2, nobody out. Tries a sweeper, no good, 3-2. Stick with that one. I'll go back to this FanDuel one also, see if this is making any headway. The jumbo dunk. I mean, I'm not winning, but let's get cash, I guess, some. I got 109 PMR to go. Oh, there's a base hit for Will Smith. That's a little annoying because I imagine someone's going to have him. Let's see. Yeah, these guys. Oh, this went past me. How did this guy go past me? Oh, these guys that don't have Yusavage in the whatever. So yeah, so Mookie is coming up now. So we're still safe. Mookie Betts, 2 strikeouts and a ground out. Not a great day for him, to say the least. Right down the middle. All right, we're gonna see what this jumbo dunk. Oh no, this guy's got Tinderello, 40. These are some good lineups here. Wow, 334 with all this flame over here. Austin Reeves led yet to go. Colin, oh god, this is really good. So this 334 with 53 PMR. So this one again, I give myself delusions that stuff like this can get there just because I have like all kinds of PMR here. So it's 275, but I do about 104 minutes, and like I have 4 guys or 5 guys coming from one game. So if in fact we can get the Lakers and Minnesota to go to like triple overtime or whatever, then I can talk myself into believing that that's live. So that's always nice.
Did that FanDuel slate have all the games tonight on it?
Yeah, that had everything. Let's see if I get any. All right, let's see if this crossover lineup is any good. No, not really. These guys probably have 400. Now 368, but with the same. Hold on a minute. This is your where's the who's in first place ahead of you in this in excellent eights again? So I have to pull it up.
Let me look. It's an awesome dude. AN419.
Oh, okay. Yeah, look. This
He's kicking ass over there. Take it for him.
This is the FanDuel AWEN 419.
Yeah.
Funny how that happens, huh?
Yeah, good for him. Listen, we've all been there.
Yeah.
Good for him.
Yeah. Oh, Cade Cunningham, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, wow.
Okay, Mookie, no good. 1 out. Getting ready to jump into the tie for second. A couple hundred add to the till. Where are we in NASCAR? This is the finals this week?
Yeah, we got 1 weekend left.
So the trucks are Friday, and it's all at the same place?
Yes, it's on Phoenix.
So Friday, 7:48 p.m., Saturday, 7:38 p.m., Sunday, 3:32 p.m. At least they've kept the GPPs the same prizes.
Mhm.
XFIN, same thing, 10K for first. And even though it's on a Sunday, oh, there you go. These are good ones.
Yeah, I did this. I used to do it when I was on my own channel, but I think I might do a co-stream for the truck race on Friday because it should be like an hour and 20 minutes
Oh, nice.
on here. Yeah, I think I'll do that because it's in the year.
And do they have now? There shouldn't be like, is there qualifying? Why is there qualifying? Isn't it just like, I guess it is. I always thought for whatever reason that the finals was just based on points from like or something like that. No.
No, they still got to qualify and everything.
Okay. Meanwhile, it's 107-104 in this Indiana game. Like, if this goes to overtime, it's like a whole new thing.
Mm-hmm. Have they? Let me see really quick.
So oh my, look at some of these salaries. Corey Haim is 14,000. Wow.
Do you have? I guess you would. I mean, you play everything. Do you have the NASCAR Ironman achievement ticket?
No.
Because they have it's a 100K contest, I guess, and stuff. They haven't added it yet, but I have a ticket to that.
No.
For Sunday.
No. Look at some of these prices. So these are. Has he? I guess he's been winning a lot. Corey
Yeah, he's won like 11 races or something.
And Lane Riggs, he was very popular last week.
Mm-hmm.
I guess because he was starting 37th or something, right?
He started first, but he missed a shift on a restart. Like he was the fastest car earlier in the race, and then he missed a shift on a restart and just fell back.
Okay. Let's pull this back up. So Teoscar Hernandez is up 0-1. That's got to be a strike. Yep. 0-2, 2 outs. But it looks as though BGR Seth tying with himself. Sort of tying with himself. No, it just turns out that it was the same. These aren't even the same lineups, and they have the same score. 10-5 versus 10-5. Okay. It's 107-104. Pace Mavericks with the ball. 8-second differential. Indiana playing straight up. Using the pick, swings it over to flag. Back out for 3. No good. Rebound Pacers. Down 3-6. 5, 4. Foul. Foul on the outside. So number 10 is, it looks like Shepard, right? Going to be going to the line for, looks like 2 shots or no. They're in the bonus now, but let's just see. Yeah, so he's got 2 shots. So he's going to miss the second one on purpose, I believe, with 3 seconds to go, as Teoscar Hernandez is down to his last strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The pitch, strike 3, game over. So we're just going to wait for Yasavage to get credit for his dub. All right, so it's now a 2-point game in the Pacers. Dennis is at the line, the RJ Dennis. And in comes all the rebounders for Dallas, presuming that they know what Indiana is going to try to do here. World Series fact. Game 5 winner when series is tied 2-2 wins 67% of the series. If that isn't the most ridiculous stat to cite, that's just the way math works, sir. It's like, I would expect it maybe to even be more. Missed it. Got the rebound for 3 for the win. No good. Oh, my God. So sick. Oh, my God. The Pacers actually pulled off, missed the free throw, and got a wide open 3 for the win, and they missed it.
Just whiffed it. I saw that.
Yeah. Blazers
Crazy.
are in a competitive game now, so you expect to see all the Utah. Yeah, look at that. We got up into this tie here, made nice. A 400. That's good news. And now let's go see if anything else is good. Now the zone special is no good. This fadeaway night slate thing I'm going to take a look at in a second, because I'm convinced myself this is a regular fadeaway. 321 fantasy points, 14 minutes. That's doubt that's going to be good enough. But let's just see anyway. Yeah, this says Walker Kessler and Keontae George, but other people have him, and people have more points. Oh, there you are. There's Cruz. You got Kessler here. Yeah, but other guys are just there's no good.
I don't know what happened at the end. I hopped on here, and I don't know who was playing that caused me to get past in so many things.
Yeah, everybody just obliterated you.
Yeah.
Let's see
deep in the 300s too. I was at like 325 and just got obliterated at the end.
Yeah. Let's see. This one is this night slate business. We'll have to maybe keep an eye on this one of these days. Let's go back to FanDuel. Let's see. I mean, these jumbo dunk things. Let's see who's doing anything here. All right. So this guy's got 347, 47 minutes to go. And that includes Austin Reeves, who's the Stone Nuts. So that looks pretty good. So I guess my 298 points with 56 minutes to go is not exactly as impressive as I first thought. No, it's my 298 with 87 minutes that I'm talking myself into being reasonable here. So this one's going to have Reeves, McDaniels, Russell heading into the fourth, and then Julius Randle. Oh, this is the one with all the guys in the Lakers Minnesota game. Okay. Let's take a look. Let me look at NASCAR again. Let me see what's going on over there about who's in these things. Let's take a quick look at the salaries here. All right. Connor Zilic, he's I know that he's won a bunch, right?
Yeah. Him and both Corey have just won everything in the two lower series this year.
Mm-hmm. Sawalik is out.
Yeah, he has the concussion.
Oh. I guess we have to see what what kind of track is it at Phoenix?
It's a short track. It's a mile, but it's a faster of the short tracks. But it doesn't have any banking at all.
But it's gonna be one that's tough to pass. You're saying, or not tough to pass?
I don't even know. I mean, this is it should be somewhat easy to pass.
Okay.
On restarts, just because you can go in so many different directions. But it's the final race here, and I'm expecting some type of shenanigans in some form or fashion.
But not even like on restarts. I mean, like if you have someone that has a bad qualifying, and he's super chalk at like 36th or something.
I think they have the ability to go up to the field. I'm not going to really be concerned about that.
Okay.
What do you think of the NFL game tomorrow? It's Ravens at Miami.
Yeah, I've believed for the whole season that Miami is better than people. They're better than they've shown, and I happen to disagree with most of the public on this coach. I think this guy's a freaking genius, right? The guy from Miami. He's just kind of fallen on some bad luck and some bad times this year a little bit. But I still think he's really, really good. And I know that Lamar is coming back, right?
Mm-hmm.
I like Miami though. I mean, from a game perspective, I do. And I still think that Baltimore's defense is not great. So when it's going to become the DFS, I definitely I'm going to go right back to these Miami dudes. And I do believe that it's going to be a pretty high scoring game one way or the other. So I'll go back to probably A-Chain and Waddle and the Malik Washington. And I'll play Tua or whatever. Yeah, that's my first look. I mean, and I may as well check this out here. Let's see. Yeah, I'm not going to do a build or anything, but let's just take a look at the The salaries.
And I agree with everything, not just because
Oh,
you're saying
really?
that. I think McDaniels is a good coach, and even if he gets fired as a head coach, whoever gets him as an offensive coordinator is going to dominate. Um, I I think he was. I think the Miami team is a bit of a dumpster fire from a morale standpoint, but I don't think it's because of him.
Dude, they just obliterated like 30% of the freaking survivor pool field last week and took Atlanta
Mhm.
against them. Um, so and again, like he was coming off of like I mean that was literally the best park shift you could ever ask for in football. The week before, he was in the cold and rainy wind in Cleveland, and then he went into the dome into
Mm.
Atlanta, and now he's back home again. You know what I mean? I think that it's too bad what happened to Tyreek Hill. I mean,
Yeah.
honestly, I mean, from a football perspective, this is a human being. He can go fuck himself. Okay, but
Mm.
but um um yeah, I like Miami. Let's look at some of the any good salaries here, like really cheap.
Well, same thing. Him and Waller getting injured as well,
Ooh, let's see what's Waller's price now.
isn't he? I could have swore he was injured.
Oh, he's out.
I think he is. Could be. I could be wrong.
So
I thought he
who
was on a. I thought he was on IR.
could be? What about is Alec Ingold come and play at 200? I don't know.
Hmm.
Just throwing names out. Um, let's see. Westbrook Akine, did he get any? Yeah, yeah, three targets, four targets. That's something, I guess. Dolphins defense, Justice Hill, Hopkins. Wow, what Ollie Gordon? He had mop up duty, right?
Hmm.
Okay, he had some mop up duty. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna be playing. Now, I guarantee. Listen, it's gonna look like a really good play on paper. I'm inclined to fade the Derrick Henry. Something's wrong with him. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
something's just wrong with him, and I know what people are gonna say. I mean, like Miami's defense, their metrics are just like terrible. But listen, this is 2 weeks in a row. People were saying that, and they held freaking Bijan and all the Atlanta guys to like 40 rushing yards.
Yeah.
And even the week before they gave up 3 touchdowns to Judkins, but they only gave up like 75, 80 yards. It wasn't that bad. So I just don't think that the Henry thing is what's going to happen for me.
And
Now,
I've
get
played Henry, I think, in every week in some contest, watching and praying and waiting for him to do something, and that just hasn't happened. I don't know. Like you said, something's up with him. I don't know if his confidence is still hurt. I mean, especially with the fumbles to start the year, I just don't know what's going on with this Ravens team. What are they, 1-6?
no, they won last week.
Yeah, they did. I mean, that's still crazy. I mean, entering the season, I thought they were gonna like literally be Super Bowl contenders.
Yeah, and we'll see what ends up happening. And Bobby, listen, and just for everybody knows, and I did my MMA video up today. It's a very, very easy card from a GPP perspective. They're like three like smash metric favorites
Hmm.
that are all going to get jammed. So you probably have to play them, and you also have to play the guys against them. Like really easy like GPP theory stuff. And then the
Hmm.
main event, in my opinion, is completely unfadeable. So you're going to have that and uh and then then obviously how to filter stuff in. But I do think it's a very easy card to get a slate to get a handle on. Let's put it that way. And then football, we talked about. Bobby and I spoke about that earlier today. We did a early preview. You're gonna get some funny, not say funny chalk, but I think that Tyrone Tracy is going to be one of the more popular running backs. With Scatterboo out, he's only 5,100. That's going to make some sense. And then you have in that same game, you're going to have McCaffrey, who's under 9K. So he's going to look good. Then you got some crazy games like the Bengals uh, Bears game where the Bengals, we don't even know if it's going to be Browning or Flacco. And if it's Browning is going to be a flat 4K, which I'm going to have a tough time not participating in. And then you have like this Buffalo Kansas City thing, later in the day. You have Vegas playing Jacksonville. That should be good. I mean, I think it's a nice card over there as well. Between that and all three of these freaking. Now, I was about to get back to NASCAR for a second. So NASCAR in the Cup Series. Again, this is just my instinct because I really don't pay attention to who ends up winning and whatever. But it looks as though it's pretty even, right? Like everybody's kind of been getting their turn this year.
Yes, I don't remember. I actually don't even remember who the final four guys are.
There you go. That's a good. In the bottom ones that Heim and Illich have been just crushing people. And this is like really dumb. So are there? I mean, we talked about. I talked about this philosophically with you a couple of times, but are they that much better drivers, or are their cars that much better, or both?
I think both of those are accurate for Corey Heim and Connor Zillich.
Okay.
Because in the past, the cars and trucks that they're in are really good, but there haven't been drivers that are equal to them in skill level, so they haven't shown that type of dominance.
I see. I mean, in the Cup Series, I always like playing Byron in general.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I could but look, you get some of these dudes. I mean, they're really, really much cheaper. Like, can Bubba Wallace ever win something like this, or not really?
Probably not. I think there's a lot of people that are pretty dead on arrival for a track like this.
Or pretty what?
Are pretty dead on arrival.
Oh, okay. Why? What about the track? Just a particular.
There's certain teams that just don't have the speed here.
Okay.
Like they'll just unload and they'll be 18th fastest.
Oh, really?
They'll qualify 16th, and that's the end of the week.
Oh shit. Okay. And Blaney's always he seems live to. Again, like Larson, like I don't know. I like a kind of an that was an equal playing field, but like a lot of these. I mean, you say a lot of guys are down on arrival, but some of these guys seem as though like all these.
I think certainly the people on the screen here are very much live.
Yeah. Yeah. So we'll see about that. And Sunday's always a busy day. Let's put it that way. Mm-hmm. What are the showdown slates? I want to get a handle on these.
I think there's an F1 this week too.
Oh, love that. When is that?
Mistaken, unless it's in 2 weeks, maybe not.
Oh no, November 9th, Sao Paulo.
We're safe.
Oh no, but we got EPL on Saturday. Ooh, a late start because of the. So, I think something happens in Europe where they go to daylight savings time like a week before us or something, or something's happens. I forget what it is. I don't, or do we go to? When do we go to daylight? To standard time.
I think it's this weekend.
It is this weekend, Saturday into Sunday.
I don't know anything. I just keep saying I think to everything. I just wait for the days to come by.
Right. I think that. Hold on. When was Easter? When do clocks fall back? Oh my God! Why is it so difficult? Do clocks go back this weekend? When to turn clocks this weekend? Yeah, November 2nd. Okay. Okay. So everybody remember that as they do the slate. But then again, actually, it's the opposite. So we have a little bit of a break. So we're not going to say, "Oh my God, I have to scramble." So it's actually going to be an hour earlier when we wake up. All right, that's fine. Okay, so we got EPL. We got all this stuff coming up. Let's see what the slate's going to look like tomorrow. 4 games tomorrow. I may or may not be back in time. I have stuff to do in the city tomorrow. I may or may not be back in time for that. Let me just see what else. Tennis. Oh goodness, do I have to play this? No, 10 games I don't have to play. No golf this week, just LPGA. Ooh, when does the what are we at the semis for the Worlds now?
I think it's I think we should get the slate maybe later tomorrow,
Okay.
and have it be. I think it's Friday.
Okay.
Speaking of tennis, I have not had any luck in tennis the past like 2.5 weeks.
Tennis
I've
is
been
hard. Tennis is
smoked.
not easy.
And I was pretty.
It's deceptive. It's deceptively nasty. I'm telling you.
Yeah, I've been getting obliterated there.
Deceptively nasty. All right, I'll give one more kind of roll around the lobbies here, see if anything's up. I mean, probably not, but is this enough for me to keep an eye on? Let's see this night slate business. Yeah, CKK. Yeah, okay. If he wins this, I mean, yeah, I mean, like he really needs the money at this point. It's guy's a freaking legend. Dude, for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, CKK last week he single bullet. He's not single bulleted. He won the freaking MMA solo, and then he did something else. Was it the golf? I don't remember. It was like multiple sports. Oh no, he won the NFL Showdown solo for 250,000. That's what he did. It was both MMA solo for 100, and then the NFL Showdown solo for 250. So we all need to root for him, because he needs the money. He's obviously a very, very strong player. Yeah, so I'll just keep a small eye on that one. Skyhook is playing NBA. I didn't know that. Skyhook's mostly a golf expert, but he's dipping his toe into this. NBA shot, not enough for me to sweat that. The jumbo again. Let's just take another quick look. I'll probably cash in a couple of these, but definitely not in so this one's 60 PMR 318. Let's just see something. Oh, look at this. Oh, this guy's killing people. All right. So it's not going to be good in the NBA unless that night slate just kind of falls apart. Got lucky, won a couple extra hundred in baseball. Overall, pretty blah night. I guess that's going to do it, dude. Stay tuned. Everybody watch for all the different content we have coming out, and it's going to do it. Anything else, Brandon?
No, just this is the normal DFS experience.
Yep. It's really the usual DFS. Hey, thanks Relic for showing up here. By the way, obviously Relic's one of the top players as well, and that's going to do it. Good luck, everybody.
Have a good night, y'all.